Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. BD number 4310, May 22, 1948. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. These words of mine do not demand blind faith but stand for faith without proof, which I also expected of my disciples yet did not find. Because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. I myself stood before their eyes, my miracles convinced them, they recognized my wisdom, and thus they believed that I was God's Son and they followed me. Their faith was indeed a convinced one, the inner voice told them who I was and their life of love, which was the reason why I chose them as my disciples, also gave them the power of realization, and yet they often doubted me. Time and again these doubts surfaced, and in order to strengthen them I revealed myself to them many times. I showed myself to them in my divinity, I illuminated their spirit, I opened their inner eye so that they were able to see the host of angels being of service to me, and thereby lose all doubt concerning my divinity. And yet their faith was weak. I showed myself with full strength, and they repeatedly wavered, so that I always had to reveal myself anew, because they were intended to work as my disciples, because they were intended to advocate my teaching and bring the gospel to people, and therefore their faith needed to be deep. And because they saw me, they believed. But I call those blessed who do not see and yet believe. For their faith is a far greater credit to them, as it cannot be proven, it can only be gained in the heart through activity of love, prayer, and deliberation. Although I also reveal myself to them but in a way that only faith can recognize the manifestation as such, and that without faith it can be rejected. I call him blessed if he acquires his faith, if he has no need of proof, if he only accepts the working of the Spirit as proof, which can certainly also be doubted but which is recognized by a person who lives a life of love and who therefore will become blessed one day. Amen.